Well, here we are at Kings Mountain State Park. Outside of Blacksburg is the address. And it sure is busy around here. It's the weekend. Today's Saturday. So this place is about full. And you'll notice about everybody's on a tilt. We're at an angle. And I pulled a first. It's the first time I've ever done it. I pulled into the wrong spot. I pulled into where this guy is right up here. Thank heavens I had only just blocked up to get my level made. And they came in and let us know. And it was actually down here at 54. I drove right by the spot. But this isn't a whole lot better. We had level up on the passenger side. And I had to go way up on the hook to get level back front, but it'll work. So we are here 3 days, 3 nights, leaving on the 4th. Let's see how this place stacks up. Alrighty, the men's bathroom. Got 2 stalls. It's pretty clean in here, nice. I just took a shower. I needed it. Oh my gosh. And pretty clean all the way around. 2 showers. And I just took a shower. So I cannot complain. It's very clean. Did a great job. It is not focusing. Anyway, that was it. No bud. I'm going to do just a little walk around here to find some of the better spots. That's site 50, 51, and 52, and you can see they're rounded. And there's a drop off at the back. And these guys had about 30-foot campers in here, and they were propped up pretty good. And anyway, let's see if we can find something a little better than that. We're over in 54, like I said, and you can see if I'd have moved over to this side a little bit more over there, I could have backed in further, and I'm sure somebody has done that, but I had to raise that front hitch up quite a bit. Let's walk around and see if we can find anything better. Site 75 isn't too bad. It's fairly level going back. Not real long. That's probably a 2104 or a 2109S Rockwood Mini Light. Hey brother. So they're not chalked up real bad at all. And they got their vehicle parked over here. So 75 isn't too bad for about up to a 30, maybe a 25, 26 footer here. Something like that. Well, they have a recreation building up here at the kind of the top of this loop where I'm at. It's a big open hall. Looks like a counter back there, like a bar where you could serve food and stuff like that. Probably reservation only. And then the camp store is right over there. And so I'm going on around our loop here just to see what we got. Now this is site 4 here. It's pretty long back end. It's fairly straight, not too bad. Looks like they're going to be here for a while. Then this one right here is site 6. This is about the most level one I've seen. It's not very long, but a 21, 22 footer would fit in here. If you pull over to the side over here and get in that way, you could probably pull your truck in over here on the side. But this would work. It's not too bad. There's another bad one over there. As you can see, I'm not finding hardly anything level. Now this is 28, and it's not too bad. You could back up there a ways and get in a 25 footer fairly easy, and it drops off about right there and starts coming down. But you could get back there a little ways to level out. This wouldn't be all that bad. For a smaller trailer, 25 foot and under, this would probably work pretty well. Yeah, this is spot site 39, and it's not too bad. You could go back in there a ways It does slope off this way and a little bit this way, but not real bad. You'd have to chalk up in front and raise your front hitch up quite a bit, but overall, I could do it. And look how far back down this poor guy is. Get his front hitch all the way down. So we're still going around. They are so unlevel. I mean, look at that. A lot of these are only good for tenting. Site 42 for a shorter camper, you know, like ours, maybe 22 foot. That wouldn't be too bad. You'd back in here. It levels out a little bit more up there, so that's not too bad. And then this one over here, 44, is one of the more level ones and a long way back too, and wide getting in. So this one would be probably the best one I've seen is in terms of level. It goes up just a little at the back, but if you parked on down here just a few feet, this is pretty good. 45 right there is a pull through, and it's fairly level back over there, and then it drops off this way. But if you have a shorter camper, 20, 22 feet or less, that would be a good one. And then this one, 46, is fairly level, pulling through here, and then it drops off over at the end right down there. So this one isn't too bad for a pull through. But again, it's going to be a shorter unit. If you might get a longer one in here, but maybe 25, 27 foot. Any more than that, it's going to be a little bit of a squeeze getting through here. Now I'm back to where we were. That's 48 there, and you can see how jacked up he is. And it's really unlevel up there. So we're back to 50 and on around right to us. Campsite number 90. It's a pull through, but it slopes back downhill this way. It's the closest I've seen to kind of nice, but you got a real dig to get out of here and up the road here. Now this one down here, 92, has a pull through, has a bad slope off that way, so you would have to chalk up on that side, but it's a spacious site. And all these others that I've seen all along here, these are unbelievable. I just can't even believe they're campsites. This is 99. It's not half bad level, but this is going to be a short one. You're going to have to park the truck or your tow vehicle on the side, and so it's going to be a little unlevel, but not real bad. This is site 100, and the good thing about this one is it goes back there quite a ways, but it drops off right here pretty bad. So, but you could put a 25 footer back there easily, even a 30 footer, and it drops off a little bit this way and then drops off sharply here. 106 here would be okay for a short one. You've got a wide place here. You're right next to the bathroom over there. But again, that's going to be a short trailer, and because it drops off about right there, and it drops off pretty good. So you'd have to pull back in a ways. This is 108. You could. This is fairly level on back, but again, a shorter trailer, maybe a 25, 26, and then you may have room to park up here along the front with your tow vehicle, but not real bad. It's just right up by the bathroom too. Alrighty, so let's wrap up those sites where I found out. Let's start up here where we are, and I forgot what site we're in. Doesn't matter. I think 54. Yeah. So if you look at this going around the loop, 71 was questionable. I couldn't quite tell by the way the guy had it set up. But on down at this bottom loop, 4, 6, and 5. 4L, that's long. 5 would be a short. And then if this is basically all tinning, really crappy down here. So coming on around 28 was fairly good. 39 is a little questionable, but it's long. and 42 for a short. This was, I think, the best site in the whole campground. Number 44. It could be for a long. 45 for a short. 46, a little questionable. And that's it down here, but guys, that's it. Then you get up into this area. Then there is nothing up there except what I showed you at site 92. So 99, 100 for a long, 101, I can't remember if that was long or short, sorry. 106 for a short, 108 for a short, and that is it, my friends. Out of all of these, it is very unlevel. Hope that helps out if you're making plans to come here with your campers. Alrighty, I'm at the exit to the campground. The park office is right over there, and then you have a large paved area here for parking. The dump stations are over there, and the trash bins. So there's a big area here for people to come over and picnic in this area. And then there are some playgrounds up there for the kiddos, restrooms, and a shelter area where you could take shelter and picnic. Now I'm at the parking area for the Living History Farm, or the Living Farm History, whichever. And I see there's a trail going off that way, but I'm not sure where that leads. There's a privy up here at the top, bathrooms. And it looks like the farm is that way, so let's go down and take a look. So this is the layout for the Living History Farm. And if you want to pause and read any of that, go right ahead. And so they have it laid out here. And I won't bore you with all the details. I'll take a walk around here and see what it looks like, but it's looks like it's been fairly well kept up. And yeah, be a nice outing for the day for the kiddos. Looks like a building way on down there. There's a cabin down here, but the living is dead. Now, looking around, this is really interesting. It would be cool if, you know, the staff were here to show you the demonstrations about blacksmith shop over there and how they make sugar out of sorghum, and the mill down there. And turns out that building is a private residence. So, very interesting. I like it. This would be a really cool for the kiddos, way much better for the kiddos if things were open and they could have the living history going just to show you what it was like to live in these times. Really great education for the kids. I'm at the trailhead just up from the campgrounds, and there's a trail going on down to the lake down there. This is a Civilian Conservation Corps bathhouse that was built long, long ago, and they did an excellent job. So there is a lot of parking along this area for people who want to go on down to the lake, and the campground's on up that way. So it's a fur little piece to walk, but I wanted to go down and see what the lake looks like. Well, here you go, Lake Crawford. Just as an easy climb down off the back of the bathhouse up there. Or a small incline trail. It's a little bit steep, but I think about anybody, unless you're on crutches, could do it. See a bobber out there. Somebody lost a hook. Not very big, but it's very pretty down here. You can walk all the way around this. I noticed that there was a trail map saying you could walk around it. Just up the road a little ways from the Kings Mountain State Park is Kings Mountain National Battlefield, historic battlefield. Very interesting. So we're gonna go take a 1.5 mile hike around that, and it's I think it's going to be worth seeing. There's a lot of history here, so if nothing else, it's really going to be cool for that. Plus, just getting out, it's gorgeous day to day. We're probably a little over halfway through the park, maybe a little more. There's placards and signs describing the battles around here. And at that time, there was no brush at all, no underbrush around here. And the trees were much bigger than they are here, but widely spaced. So it was like battling tree to tree. There was no cover. And this is a monument they've erected here for the Americans who participated in the Battle of Kings Mountain. And this is the top of the mountain right here. So all of the path is like this. It's not, I think it's asphalt. This is not padded, but it's very nice. And it's all the way around, so it is wheelchair accessible. There's some kind of steep little spots where it would be really tough going up in a wheelchair, however. But very nice, very nice. This is really an educational tour here. Okie doke, folks. Let's do a wrap up of Kings Mountain. Ta-da-da! Kings Mountain. It was nice and quiet. It cooled down the last 2 days there, made it way more tolerable. The sights, like I showed you, are terribly uneven, very bad. The majority, probably 80%, are that way. So if you're going to go there, make note of this video, then go back and go through, because I doubt if very many of you went through a site by site and skipped up to 904. Go through and look at the sites that you can book, and then take your choices. Like I said, 44 I thought was the very best. Would have been good for about any size rig. The area is really nice and green. It's 2 miles up to that National Historic Military Park, and that was really fun going around that area. Other than that, there isn't a lot around there. Now the heat just kind of killed us. We got so washed out by the heat, and it's been this way for a month. So it just takes everything out of you, all the enjoyment. You can't even go outside and sit and relax. But anyway, other than that, it's a park. It's a great park, and that little lake, you get out there, canoe, and do your thing. So don't let the sights sway you in either way, but try to find one that's best for you. And if not, you're just going to have to block up. And there were people stacked up way higher than us. So I mean, it was incredible. They did a great balancing job. So the showers were great. So the park rangers came around a lot, so they're keeping an eye on things. So it's a good place to go. I'll give you a thumbs up there for a nice quiet park, pretty well kept. Kind of a downer for your sights. I mean, literally, guys, go get a bulldozer and redo some of them in some dirt. You got to do something. It's really bad, really bad. So, guys, get out there, do it, and we'll see you on the road. Stay safe.